What's up, old school homies? Today we're going to talk about building dirt bike motors. It's a good subject. I got to work for a pretty prominent builder. There's not very many. I learned a lot of his tricks, and it was to the point where he said, you can't tell anybody, and if you do work for me, which he didn't even consider me working for him, I was at like some apprentice level, and you will sign papers that say you can't work for anybody else. Oh, okay, I'm gonna really do that. But really, he was worth his salt. He could build a motor. He just didn't come to work on time, and I eventually just didn't feel like he was serious enough. So, anyways, me being the apprentice, he did know a lot of shit. It's just I wish he was motivated. Anyways, let's go into it. Do you need your dirt bike motor built? A lot of pros don't have theirs built. So, no. Are we done yet? Okay, so you want to run race gas in your dirt bike. That's kind of cool. I mean, if it's just a stock motor, you don't have to run race gas. But if you do, you have to like mess with the carburetor. So, that's the first thing. You want to run race gas, your bike will get more powerful. I mean, it's just some more volatile gas. Right? It bangs a little harder. It smells good when it burns. It kind of burns your eyes though. We had a dyno on the kind of inside of the room, and it had like a vacuum, but like smoke would still go around, and you'd be like, man, that race gas, powerful. Anyways, I huff too much race gas. We did check everything on the dynamometer kind of obsessively. All right. That's what it's about. You have to measure your success. All right. You change one thing, you measure it on the dyno. You change another thing, you measure it on the dyno. Change another thing, you measure it on the dyno. And that's what you do all damn day. And it's annoying because tearing a whole motor apart just to grind a little bit more off and then put it all back together and then dyno it again. People don't appreciate that shit. And it's a pain in the ass. But to actually read the dynamometer and know what it's saying to you and being like, okay, I want the power on the low end, not just some horsepower that's just way up on the top end that's not useful. That's an art. And a lot of the secrets I learned, I won't tell you guys. I need them for myself if I ever did that shit. But the first thing is, yeah, run race gas. If you're a racer, run race gas. If you're getting your motor built, build it up all the time. Because race gas is a little bit more harsh on your motor. It's going to be eating up your seals more, especially that ethanol shit. I'd run the VP race gas myself. That's what I would do. I don't think that's ethanol. And to be honest, you'd be better off just getting good at riding. Sorry, dude. Like, there is power to be gained, but a lot of the motors were starting to get more maxed out from the factory and more maxed out from the factory to the point where a lot of these dirt bike motor builders lost their job. And the guy I work for was building some pretty psycho motors. He would do anything, all right? Anything. And we made power. We would go into whatever region you wanted us to go into. And the problem is people not running the gas that we built your freaking motor for. Ask your dirt bike motor builder, what gas did you build my carburetor to run with? Because if you run some other gas, it ain't gonna run right.